This is one of the longest walks I've ever done. From the northernmost tip of Manhattan all the way down to the southern tip at the Battery. No shortcuts, no cabs, no subway, just me, my feet, and over 13 miles of the most famous streets in the world. And I did it all before lunch. So let's start at the beginning. The day before, I just needed a few things to prep for my journey. Water, snacks, good shoes, my phone, and of course, a camera. The morning I woke up, I got up at 5, and all I needed then was a cup of coffee. And then I was out the door and on my way to the Bronx River at the top of Broadway in the northernmost tip of Manhattan. So it is 6:40 in the morning. Behind me is the Bronx, New York. I'm at the top of Manhattan, and today I am going to walk the entire length of Manhattan top to bottom. It's been done many times before. This channel isn't called Ray is Completely Original. It's called Ray Does Stuff, and I've always wanted to do this, and I've put it off for so long, so let's freaking do it. Time check, 6:45 in the morning. Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was so taxing on my mind and body, so I'm not gonna bore you with hearing me complain the entire video, which I did. So here's a montage of me complaining for 20 seconds straight. My legs are on fire. My legs hurt. Leg numbness. My legs hurt. Get into my knees, and I feel it in my hips. My legs are feeling it, thighs, hips. Really feeling the joints right now. So basically how this is gonna work is I'm gonna check in like every 10 blocks or so. Right now I'm at 220th Street, so I'll be checking in like every 10 blocks and just letting you guys know what I am doing and where I'm at. Most people think of Broadway as this place with flashing lights, but up here it's completely different. It's quieter, it's more residential, and this is where it starts. Winding through the top of the island, cutting through parks like Fort Tryon and beautiful old pre-war apartment buildings. So we're coming up on 210th right now, properly in Inwood. There's lots of greenery up here. Some of the city's oldest and best hidden historical gems are up here as well. 10 blocks after I started my journey, I passed the Dyckman Farmhouse Museum, which is the city's only remaining Dutch colonial house. It's been here since 1784, which is older than Broadway, which is wild. Beautiful Fort Tryon Park. It's in Inwood, and it is near the highest place in Manhattan. Those of y'all that don't know, yes, there are yellow school buses in New York. I'm not too sure because I don't know like my New York City neighborhood borders that well, but I think we have just crossed into Washington Heights. And for those of you that are like, why did you say it like that? It's because, well, that's how you say it. Yeah, this is it. 181st is actually the tallest place in Manhattan, so I'm here. Then I passed the area where Broadway gets the closest to the George Washington Bridge, which is by far my favorite bridge on the East Coast. All right, almost approaching the 50 block mark. It's 7:32. I don't know if you can see that, but because I want to pass through Central Harlem, I got to cross off Broadway right now to St. Nick. So I'm about to do that right now. I'm at 168th, so just a couple blocks down from the 50 block mark. We're taking St. Nick the rest of the way down just because I want to get to Central Harlem. The city is properly awake. I'm feeling good. It feels like a day in the spring or the fall right now, so I'm feeling good. At 150th and St. Nick's. One of these houses, I don't know which, but one of them is P.T. Barnum's. So I had to Google this. This is actually not P.T. Barnum's house. It's James Bailey's house. So we're gonna be trading Hugh Jackman for Zac Efron. It is 8 a.m., so we're gonna keep on rolling. And then after passing Alexander Hamilton's house, I made a slight detour to visit the Apollo Theater. It's just a place that so many legends have performed. All right, I'm here at 125th, and I am finally approaching the Apollo Theater. Just standing here makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. And being a musician myself, I wanted to include this in my walk, as these are the people that inspire me every day. So as I approach the 100 block mark, I'm really starting to feel it in my legs. Nearly at the bottom of Harlem, and I'm getting ready to cross into Morningside Heights. Back on Broadway, so we are at 110th, so 110 blocks from where we started. At this point, the vibe of Broadway itself starts to change. The buildings get a little taller, and suddenly you're in the land of the arts. It makes sense to start the northern tip of Manhattan just because the elevation is the highest. And going uphill would be very taxing, so of course you're gonna start at the top. And this is where the city starts to get real loud. For years and years, this felt like something I was gonna continue to keep putting off and never really get around to. But late last year, I went on an amazing trip with my girlfriend and her family to New Zealand, where we did a 35-mile hike over 3 days called the Milford Track, which completely destroyed everybody's legs, but we still got through it and we still made it to the end. I knew that when I got home, there was really no excuse at all for me to not walk Manhattan top to bottom, especially since a ton of people have done it before, just like a ton of people had done the Milford Track. Finally starting to feel it. My pace is slowing. I'm at 72nd and Broadway right now. All right, I'm crossing Broadway real quick to go see Awesome Lincoln Center. I think I'm gonna stop and have a snack here. Okay, so what time is it? It's 9:40. It has been 3 hours since I've embarked on my grand journey. Oh man, I am feeling tired. I have some banana bread here that my lovely girlfriend made. I'm by the fountain here, Lincoln Center. It's really good banana bread. There's chocolate, banana. I guess this would be the best time to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone who watched my Oz Minecraft video again. Meant a lot. Oh man, this is good. It's so delicious. This lady just passed the camera and she looked like she was gonna kick it. Like she was dangerously close to the camera. I don't know why. Anyways, wow. Oh, this is like the most chocolatey piece. Damn, that's good. I am pulling up to 60th and Broadway after my snack break, arriving to Columbus Circle. All right, gotta keep on moving. Just now passing my favorite late night show, Mr. Stephen Colbert. I hope that one day I can be on the show and talk to you about this. I feel like I am a tourist in my own city, which is just weird. Just a tip, if you're coming to Times Square and you've never been, I think you've probably heard it before if you've seen like New York vlogs, but just stay away from the mascots. Oh my gosh! That's my girlfriend. She works on Broadway, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay, she works.
I'm dropping off shoes at the cobbler and I just ran into him. Perfect timing.
I know, it's crazy.
I get to go.
No, we're from here.
I just got into work.
I was talking about. Stay away from the mascots.
Yeah. I love you so much. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
So different than the Milford Track, what I was telling everybody is concrete. Oh, my joints.
Brutal.
My joints are really killing me actually.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep on trucking. I love you.
You're more than halfway, right?
I'm more than halfway.
Yeah.
What if I'm on 42nd? That's a.
Well, you're on 45th.
I came from 220th.
You're on 45th right now.
I'm on 45th. Someone do the math for me. I've been doing the math fine the entire time, but now I'm getting burned. Well, I love you. I'm gonna keep on moving and then I'm gonna head home to walk our dog. You found me.
Yeah, I didn't realize you'd be right here. It's kind of perfect timing.
That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna keep on moving. Bye, Grace. Love you.
I love you.
All right. So that made Times Square worth it, bumping into Grace. I mentioned Grace in the Oz video. She has her own YouTube channel, also a booktube. Check her out. Where am I? I'm on one of those streets that's not labeled. The famous 34th Street, Macy's. Okay, so we're on 30th. Almost tripped just there. Now at my next checkpoint, 20th and Broadway, my pace is significantly slowed again. Coming up on Union Square right now, one of my favorite places in New York City. 4th Street, I've been in such a groove that I didn't even acknowledge that I passed the 4-hour mark. Oh, and I cannot forget to mention that somewhere around Soho, I ran into freaking Matt Stone, as in one of the creators of South Park, just walking down Broadway totally in his own zone. He saw me and I tried not to like fanboy over him, but dude. 11:07. At this point, it like weirdly hurts when I stop. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. So as I come to an end here, I'm just like trying to really slow down and take as much of it in as I possibly can. Just arriving to Trinity Church. There's some renovations. Looks like they're redoing the park. Man. Oh. So, oh, just literally the water. I do a YouTube video about walking the full length of Manhattan, and I didn't even know it was under construction.
Oh, really?
Pretty anticlimactic ending. I really thought that I'd be able to end at the Battery and really be at the southern tip. But hey, listen, I touched the fence. So that concludes the video. I've talked about doing this for years. I've thought about doing it for years. I said I would do it, but there's a part of me that didn't really think that I would, and I freaking did it. I probably walked a little bit more too, to be honest, because I did cross town 3 times. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.